Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be covering this topic I call choosers are not beggars. This is a really important aspect of LinkedIn that I work with my clients on. And I'm going to discuss the LinkedIn Business Directory. Now, the LinkedIn Business Directory is probably one of the most powerful things about LinkedIn. When I was actually doing early work in LinkedIn, I realized that LinkedIn is really a search engine, and I always describe this with my clients that it's a search engine more than a social media. I view it more like that. And what I mean, I think it's a search engine for people and companies, and really how I'm using it is for companies and people inside those companies, right? So the LinkedIn Business Directory is the directory that takes you, let's say, to Sony Entertainment, or it takes you to Microsoft, or it takes you to Facebook on LinkedIn. So it's a directory, it's a direct link into the directory when you do that. So when you search Facebook, you'll be able to see, the business page for Facebook and LinkedIn. You'll be able to see the business page for Sony Entertainment. Any corporation or company around the world in general, definitely in the US, all the Fortune 500s are in there. All the major corporations you'll see listed in LinkedIn will allow you to go directly into the business directory and see all the employees. This is super powerful. It really can't be done in any other social media or any other space where you can actually see the vice presidents and the directors of marketing and the HR directors and all those people. So one of the first things I'm doing with people when they're really doing career development is asking them, what companies they want to work with, right? And that's an interesting thing for people. So people really need to think about that when they're doing work on LinkedIn. What kind of people would they like to work with, and make a list. And that's where we start to utilize this LinkedIn Business Directory. And the LinkedIn Business Directory by far is the most powerful aspect of getting into the influence space of a corporation or company. And you can begin to micro-target data inside the LinkedIn Business Directory. Access to companies. Now, this is just absolutely key in career development and getting there. And so you're inside the business directory at this time, and you're clicking in on all the employees within the business directory. And that will bring up basically a directory inside that LinkedIn listing of who works there. And then at that point, you can begin to do advanced searching. So usually that's done through the filter area of LinkedIn. So you click on filters and you start to filter out. But on the bottom of filters, you'll be able to see where you can put in title. So you can actually put the title, vice president, right? Or you can put human resources. And that will give you direct access to those people inside the corporation that you can target for your job search. And so what I'm doing is reversing it a little bit. I'm saying, okay, job listing's not the first priority. The first priority is getting inside the corporation. And then after that is getting to the right people in the corporation, getting a network within the corporation, which I call having like social influence in the corporation. And then is the job listing part. That's where it becomes more key. All right, so in this part here, I'm really about helping my clients find the hiring source. So the hiring source it's really a cool aspect of LinkedIn, right? Where you're inside the business directory, you've clicked in on all the employees, and you've done what I call as an advanced search at that point. So you're going to go to a filters in a filter area, and that opens up an advanced screen. And at the bottom of that search screen, you'll be able to put title. So you could put vice president, CEO, director of marketing, human resources director, and that will begin to siphon through all those employees in that business directory and begin to bring those kind of individuals out so you can begin to connect with them and network with them. And what I'm saying is kind of profound in that way, because people are doing the reverse, right? They may say, oh, I want to work for Microsoft, and this is a job listing on LinkedIn and Microsoft, and they say, oh, I'm going to apply, like these other 10,000 people or 1,000 people are applying for that same position at Microsoft. But I'm not doing that, and I'm not showing my clients to do that. What I am actually doing is telling them, first take the bearing, like get inside the corporation, get some important people, vice presidents, directors of marketing, HR people under your belt, so you have a bearing, like a data bearing inside the company. Then you look to target a position inside the corporation or company for that particular reason. So this is the magic, little bit of the magic that I deal with my clients with on this in career development. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Please subscribe, and we will see you next time.